Hello people of YouTube, I'm Ryan and welcome to Fallout 4 NukaWorld. This is going to be my blind Let's Play, although not this episode specifically. This will be more of like a prelude kind of setup, explaining a little bit about the character and the mods I'm using. So, this will be the kind of pre-episode 1, episode 0, I guess. So, first off, this is Brian. He is level 74, and this is my first character that I did on survival mode, so he holds a slightly special place in my heart. He's generally very jack of all tradesy. He has pretty evenly distributed stats. There's some kind of bug with one of the mods that just says lookup failed on everything. I'm not entirely sure what that's about. Let's go to the perk chart and check out his perks. So when I say jack of all trades, I kind of mean it. So for example, he has 3 perks in Heavy Gunner, and all that says lookup failed. Well, not all of it. Quite a bit. Anywho, anything that I have? No? Okay, anyway. He's got 2 ranks in Commando, 3 ranks in Gunslinger, 4 ranks in Rifleman. So rifles are probably going to be what I'm going to go for the most. But one of the reasons that I picked this character as opposed to like the 6 other ones I have, is 2 reasons. One, he's pretty high level, so, past level 50, which is sort of what the base game really expects you to go past, or go up to, I should say. But also, any weapon he comes across, he should be able to use pretty effectively, with the exception of melee weapons. And from what I gathered, based on the trailer, there is not a whole huge amount of new melee weapons, besides maybe like a knife and a slightly different version of a baseball bat. I'm hoping there's going to be some unarmed weapons, because I think unarmed in Fallout 4's base game, and kind of with the DLC as well, is just a heavy lack of unarmed weapons. There's like 4, maybe 5 in the base game, none in Automatron, and like 1 in Far Harbor, which is missed opportunity in my book, but what can you do? So yeah, he's not particularly good at anything. I'm kind of going for like high agility because he's a pretty stealthy guy, but nothing too interesting on that. So he does have pretty good carry weight. That's more because of the equipment he's using. So I did go for the railroad with this playthrough, because that's what I did the first time. And so this I wanted to do like stick to my first run, but just in survival mode. So I do have the ballistic weave on the hat and armored green combat boots, shadowed leather arms and legs, just because I like leather and the color black. Hence the shadowed metal chest piece as well. As far as what is legendary, what isn't, you have cunning, which gives you +1 agility, +1 perception, lucky, +2 luck, martyrs, which slows down time if you are under 20% health. I like the sunglasses. Safecrackers, which is pretty useless, but I needed a sturdy piece of leather gear to sort of match, because it's oddly important that all my gear matches. So it's probably a flaw of mine. I do have tactical. And before I do that, let's go ahead and look over the mods that we'll be using in this. And of course, we are playing on survival mode. And because we are, there's quite a few mods that are going to be pretty important for that. So you have your basic AWKCR True Storms, which, if you might have noticed, the rain is a little nicer and more detailed. So True Storms is a great mod. I sort of got it recently, but yeah, it's pretty interesting. Obviously, the unofficial Fallout 4 patch, must. The compatibility patch for that, adjustable UI volume, that one's pretty good. I haven't gone super granular with it. This one is important for survival. It gets rid of the need to find a bed to sleep, so you can just use one of your quick slots and just do an autosave that way. Colorful survival icons, I haven't noticed a huge need for it, but I think it's kind of cool just to have varying degrees of color depending on how severe your debuffs are. Realistic ragdoll force, I haven't noticed a huge difference, but I suppose that's kind of the point, is you notice when things go flying like unreasonably, but you don't necessarily notice it when it looks appropriate. These two, more necessary for other Let's Plays or other characters, not so much on one that already exists. But Dynavision, also by Gopher, fantastic mod. It works a little screwy on Xbox, which this is on. So the pip light flashlight, it changes the sort of green aura flashlight and changes it into more of like a actual flashlight that looks like a beam. The sound recently got updated so that it sounds strangely echoey, like it's going off inside of a room no matter where you are. But I'm not going to complain too much. Improved power over paint. I like this one. This changes the paint so they look generally cooler, and makes it to where even if you have like high quality armor, it'll actually reflect that instead of X01B looking the same as, or X1 Mark II, I think, looking the same as X01 Mark V. So that helps. MCAM by Mike Moore. Great melee weapon mod, includes tons of melee weapons, which is odd for this character who doesn't use them that much. Better kill move frequency. I noticed it occasionally, but I don't know, maybe something is conflicting with it. But Key Nuker, great mod. Sadly, there hasn't been one yet for NukaWorld, so all the keys in that mod will not be sorted, which is a shame. The West Tech Tactical Optics, great mod, includes night vision goggles and like a heat vision type of thing. It's great. Ultra Realistic Food, it's just a retexture of the pre-war foods. It's pretty good. I like it, just, because I didn't think they were all that great. There we go. Bullet Time, great mod, especially if you don't use VATS all the time like I do. I would use it, but something about Bullet Time just, I don't know, it feels much more natural, and I don't know, my preference. No more Adrenaline. This removes Adrenaline's buff, for going a certain amount of time without sleeping and killing enemies and whatnot, so that, because if you have the quick save, then the need for Adrenaline becomes a little less so. This will overall weaken the amount of damage I put out, but it means I won't have to sleep every 10 minutes or so, which will be fantastic. These, I don't imagine they'll do a whole lot. They do add some cut weapon mods that were originally supposed to be in the game, but they decided not to add, and so they sort of put those back. Also one for Far Harbor. I have a few mods for the Hardcore series of mods. I was going to do a Let's Play, but decided to sort of hold off until after NukaWorld. But it does various things to make the game just a little more challenging. Not necessarily by increasing, damage done to you or anything like that, but just like reducing the amount of ammo, increasing the amount of radiation in certain areas, reducing certain resources. I was going to use the ammo weight and reduce carry weight, but whenever I loaded the mods in for this character, it just destroyed my carry weight, and I don't want to have to drop every third item I pick up while I'm playing. These should be pretty self-explanatory. A do-it-yourself, great mod. It destroys your space unless you have like a unlimited space on your settlements. This I recently installed. It's a pretty nice gun mod. It feels very natural, which it is the type of weapon mods I like, so that's why I picked that one. Moorbound World, again, something I sort of recently downloaded. It changes. It's like a slight visual change, so it makes everything a little bit closer to Fallout 3 and a little less bright and blue. So I'm just sort of trying it out. If you guys think I should go back to the vanilla sort of colors, it's fine with me. I'm still kind of on the fence about it. Disable God Rays, which does absolutely nothing, because I think either Moribund World or True Storms adds back in God Rays, and even if I put this lower in the load order, it doesn't fix it. And of course the full dialogue interface, which is a great mod if you are more used to the older Fallout games. And by that I mean 3 in New Vegas. So those are the mods I'm using. This is the character. As far as his personality, he's generally a good guy, but he is very prone to making mistakes, usually in the form of saying the wrong things at the right time, or wrong things at the wrong time. Yeah, he is a little bit based off me, in case you couldn't tell. So, with that, we did already download it, so let's go ahead and kick off the very first part and listen to the Nuka-Cola Family Radio.
What if there was a place with all the zip of Nuka-Cola, which you thirst for adventure and NukaWorld? Oh, you
down and see me and Kathy one last time before buckling down for the winter. Don't forget to bring your empty bottle of Nuka-Cola to get $15 off at the gate. So hop aboard the Nuka Express and come and see the whole Nuka family while you still can.
The Nuka Express is accessible through the NukaWorld Transit Center. Parking fees will apply. Price is subject to change due to end of season. NukaWorld, Nuka Express, and the Nuka-Cola characters are all registered trademarks of the Nuka-Cola Corporation.
Well, that was odd. So yeah, as far as what I know about this DLC, I know basically nothing. I saw the trailer, obviously, and I seen like a few people kind of talking about it who have already played it, but nothing spoilery. Like, that was actually the first time I even heard the radio signal. So yeah, completely blind. I have no idea what to expect, so I kind of am prepared for a fair amount of stuff. I am actually carrying too much, so I guess next time you see me, I will have a lot less stuff, which will be good because I'll have more carry weight in that case. So next time I see you guys, we will be on our way to wherever that signal is coming from. So thank you all for watching. Hope you'll join me on the first episode of the Blind Let's Play of NukaWorld. So thank you, and bye.